But my whole reasoning behind him not coming, not my whole reasoning, but a little bit,
right,
was he probably would have, and we probably would have spent a lot more. This island was very expensive. Like the food was expensive. Like I was getting
right outside of Charleston, right?
We were like 40 minutes from Charleston.
Oh, really? I thought it was
pretty
closer.
Far. We were like way out on this.
Did you get to
island.
go to Charleston?
As we left, yes, we went. We had
okay.
we had like a brunch, and then we did the.
That's one of my favorite places, actually. I love Charleston.
We did the city market, the famous city market, which it was so funny. So we're on the bus, like so. This island had ground transportation everywhere you wanted to go. This place was humongous, like you could get lost. Like so, from our villa to the ocean course took. I mean, we did have to stop a couple times, but it was like a good 15-20 minute ride. This place is humongous, and so it was so funny. We were like on our way back from, I think it was the Ryder Cup bar on the ocean, on the ocean course. And she's like, I'm like, so, Charleston, I said, what is there to see? What should we do? She's like, oh, you got to go to the city market. And I was like, is that where the slave market used to be? Because I was trying to read up a little bit on the history of Charleston and all that.
Oh, that's more than I do because I don't do any history things.
So I think, and I should have looked it up and confirmed that I guess that's where the slave market used to be back in the day. But so she's like, she goes, that's where they weave the baskets and which there wasn't like that many crazy baskets weaving, But
maybe it's just different because I remember when we went a few times, there was a whole lot.
There was a bunch. There was like a table outside, and then there was like 3 or 4 inside. Mm-hmm. And then as you went deeper in, it was like more clothes and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But the thing that got me was this one was like, those baskets are so expensive. They're like $400. Don't do it. It's a trap. I'm like, trap? I'm like, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to look to see what I charge first. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, did this woman like accidentally buy a $400 basket one day?
How do you accidentally buy a $400? Because it's like, that'll be $400, please. And it, no, actually, I'm not going to take it. Thank you.
I'm good. I'm not going to get like trapped into buying a $400 basket. Like, sorry, lady. But no, so I had a very nice weekend. And of course, I don't know why this happens, but it's like whenever I and I don't do it a lot, but like this time I went away. I'm going to be gone for 3 nights and 4 days, Mm-hmm. Why does everything end up being on the weekend I'm planned not to be here? I'm here all the other fucking weekends. The weekend I plan to be here, there's, I missed Liam's Thomas Edison Wax Museum. I missed that. That was on Thursday. That was the day I left. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, that was on Friday. I'm sorry. That was Friday. Then on Saturday was... Oh, no. And then Friday night was a Little Mermaid play that our school put on. My kids were not in it, but they really wanted to go. And it was like downtown somewhere. I don't think it was at the school. And I missed that. And apparently it was really cute. And then on Saturday was Liam's first flag football practice, which was like, it sounded like a shit show here. Like, I feel so bad. Tim's like, oh my God, we need
to see the coach.
No. That's funny because when he was signing up, he goes, and I'm putting definitely, I do not want to be the coach.
Is there a fuck no button to click? Because I want to click that one.
See, I'm going to click that like 10 times.
And send a follow-up email.
Just want to make sure I am not the coach. Thank you very much, parent Tim. And it was so funny. He wrote to me, he's like, I signed you up for team champion again. I'm like, oh. And then I felt bad because he was like, the night before, he's like, oh my God, I need a mouth guard. He has to wear cleats. He needs shorts without pockets. And like, he was going crazy in the morning looking for stuff. And all of a sudden my class started. I'm like, okay, honey.
Shorts without pockets?
Yeah, so it's flag football. So because you're going to grab the flags, your hand can get caught in people's pockets.
Oh,
So if they do show up, I think
that
they tape them or some bullshit.
Uh-huh.
So Tim's like running around like a nut, getting all this shit ready, and I'm like, I gotta go, and I feel bad, you know.
Uh-huh.
So of course I missed that. And
Sorry, gotta go to the golf course at the beach. Bye.
It's funny because as I'm taking pictures, I'm like, I'm not sending this to him right now. Not a good time. Let me send him this picture when I feel like it's a better time. And it's funny because the first 2 days or the first day, so I did not send him any pictures of anything. I'm just like, I just still felt guilty.
It's horrible here. You would hate it.
You know that thing that golfers do? Yeah, you would just. It's not a good golf course. So that was Saturday morning, and then he has to come home, pack them all up, and drive to his in-laws, to his mom's and dad's house 2 hours away, because they're having a huge St. Patty's Day party, like shit ton of people, and I missed that. It was like so many things happened this weekend.
Sorry, my wife's not here. She's on vacation by herself.
Yeah. She's on an island. But he held the fort down. I was very impressed, and again, I felt really bad. And then on top of it, I feel even worse because coming up is the Boy Scout camping trip, and guess who doesn't want to go? Me. I feel bad. There's nothing intriguing to me about going camping. It's going to be cold.
I don't blame you.
It's 4 hours away. I think it's like 4.5 hours away.
Yeah, that's a no from me.
So on top of sleeping on a floor in the cold, you want me to be in the car for 4.5 hours with my children before I get there and not be already fucking stressed out. Come on now. No. So in the beginning I was like, yeah, I'll go. This was like a few months ago. And like as we've gotten closer to it, like a couple months ago, I'm like, no, I'm not going. No, it ain't happening. I just really don't want to. I don't know what it is. If it was like Jordan Lake, that's like 40 minutes away.
Right.
We've done the backyard once. If it was something like that, if it was like the HOA with a cabin and running water and like we had last time, which is not really camping, but like that's okay with me. So, but it's in the air at the moment whether or not. So I did tell him, listen, if you want to leave Logan here, that's fine. Logan's pretty easy. He goes to bed. It'll be like 8:15. He'd be like, I'm tired. Can I go to bed? Like he's like, he's super chill and easy. So I was like, listen, I said, when he's by himself, by the way, no, let's back it up. When he's by himself, Logan is easier to handle. So we'll see. Tim was like, I'm going to think about it. So he's going to think about taking both of them. I mean, him and Liam are definitely going. But then that'll be like another weekend that he's stuck with the kids by himself. And I'm like, staycation. What? And I took off work the Saturday, Sunday because I was anticipating going camping. So I had already had off work. So we will see what happens. He'll gain many, many points for all of this.
Oh, gosh.
We'll see.
Poor guy.
All right. Speaking of points, actually, I have a WTF moment that kind of is in like the point system.
Okay. You want to get on into that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
What the fuck did you just do?
What the fuck did I just see?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
All right, Diane, what do you got for us? Let's hear it.
Well, mine is more of a generalized, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
A blanket,
like,
what the fuck?
Yes. It's a blanket, what the fuck, on why can't my husband, and I'm sure many others, get their clothes in the fucking hamper? Why is there a trail of clothes going from, I mean, you could tell exactly where he walked, where he was, what he did, what happened. Because there's just like a trail of clothes that go from his side of the bed and they will literally trail to his closet towards an empty hamper. An empty hamper. The worst is when he was cooking, and this is when we lived in New York, and the cooking clothes just, they stink. They just have that odor and filth on them from cooking all day. So I actually had a separate hamper. So I was real deep.
You talked about this once.
I have two. Oh, I did talk about this?
Well, the separate hamper and the clothes from the working and the cooking.
Oh, okay. So on top of that, I had to try to get him to get clothes in 2 different hampers. Never mind one fucking hamper. So it was funny. One time I told him, and it worked for a little bit, but it just like everything else, it faded away.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, honey, dear.
Love of my life.
Yes. And I feel like I shot low and I should have shot a little higher. I was like, hun, every 5 pieces of clothing you get in the hamper, you get sex.
All the clothes go in the hamper, even the ones I don't wear.
So he did pretty well, you know what I mean? To the point where I was like, okay, how long is this gonna go on for? But I should have shot a little higher, like every 10 pieces of clothing you put in the hamper, or something like that. What do you hear?
I don't know what you hear something.
It's your crazy self.
Oh, God. Well, I cannot say that my husband, he actually, of all the things that I complain about, about my husband, he actually does
can
not.
find a hamper?
He does. He's able to find the hamper.
Wow.
Yes. It
I'm
must be
impressed.
all the other shit he doesn't do that he's able to save up all of his energy.
I remember one time I was so pissed off that I actually took the hamper and put it right next to his nightstand. Like it was literally next to the nightstand, and that was in New York as well. Still never made it into the hamper. It was sitting on the floor next to the hamper.
Uh-huh.
But the whole like put 5 pieces in, and hanky panky, and that did
Well,
work.
if he's listening now, he's thinking, oh, well, I'm gonna not get it in there.
Yeah.
If I got 5 in there. No, this is not a blanket offer.
And it's funny because randomly, like, he'll like I think he did it recently. He's like, "Oh, hun, I just put 5 pieces of clothing in the hamper." I'm like, that's nice. What about the other 500 that you haven't? It cancels it all out, dear. Checks and balances.
Oh, boy.
What do you got for us, Christina?
Okay. So a few weeks ago, I don't know if you may or may not remember, my what the fuck moment was on my husband for me thinking that he was trying to make me believe that I was crazy.
Yes,
and that I needed to go to the crazy house.
Because he'll ask you questions in riddles.
Yes, the Riddler, which he still is riddling. But okay, so now I think him and my son must be in fucking cahoots because I'm pretty sure that my son is trying to also make me think that I'm going crazy. Now that I think of it, my daughter actually also kind of does the same thing. So maybe
they're all in on it.
Or maybe I'm just crazy.
This is true,
If
Christina.
it's everybody except for me, maybe I really am.
Christina, the first part is admitting. Admitting you have a problem.
Oh, my God. Okay. So Logan was doing his homework. And his homework for that night and most nights is he's supposed to read for 20 whole minutes. So this time I'll give him he has on his iPad, he has this app that they use the same thing in school, and he's able to read the books, and he reads the book and then it reads it back to him, and he's got to take a test, and we usually call that 2 books is 20 minutes, and we'll roll from there. But he was actually reading a physical book. We weren't
with pages.
We weren't having a glowing screen. It was a physical book with pages and pictures. So he's reading the book. So I set the timer for 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes. When the timer goes off, your 20 minutes is up and you're done. He says, okay. So now 20 minutes hasn't gone by. So he says to me, has the timer gone off? And I'm thinking, I want to say, did you hear the fucking timer go off? But I didn't say that. I said, no, the timer didn't go off.
Did you hear it?
I said, no, the timer has not gone off. So he points to a word on the page, and he says, I'm up to this word right here. And he closes the book and says, Aria, do you want to play? And I'm like, what? What? Yeah. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck just happened?
Does he think you're going to, like, stop the timer?
No. He, according to him, I was like, what are you doing? You're not done reading. You just told me the timer went off. No, I fucking didn't. And I am sick of you telling me what I said, like all the fucking time. It's
Yep.
like, well, you said,
Yep.
no, I fucking didn't. If
Roll
you
the cameras back.
Listen to the cameras that I have, quote unquote, in my house. But, and then I'm thinking, Ari also does that to me all the time. She'll be like, well, you said after I get out of the shower that I could have a snack before dinner. No, I didn't fucking say anything. Like, but she does it differently. She does it where, like, she'll just